And let's bring in now to discuss this trial is former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi. Pam, great to see you as always. I say the word trial, but I think a lot of people are perplexed at how this is happening. You have no jury. You have this judge. The summary judgment last week, pretty devastating. And we have Letitia James, who campaigned on getting Trump, and now she's prosecuting him civilly. This doesn't seem like she can be neutral or fair. So why is she allowed to do this?
Well, Bianca, she should not be, and they've tried to get her to recuse herself. They've tried to have her recused. This isn't a perception of conflict, a perceived conflict. This is an actual conflict. Those clips that your reporter played say it all. I am going to go after Donald Trump. I'm going to go into the office of the Attorney General every single day and find a way to sue him. I'm going to sue him, and I'm going to go home happy, is what she's saying. It's unbelievable that she's getting away with this. The judge has already expressed how he's going to rule. He's ruling against Donald. So it's going to be appealed, Bianca, and it has to be for numerous reasons. Number one, I believe the judge is biased. Number two, Letitia James should not have even kept this case. As a former attorney general watching this, if we were watching this on a movie screen, we would be saying this is so far-fetched. This would never happen in the real world because it should. Happening.
Let's play a little bit of what the former president said about his financial statements before he entered the courtroom this morning.
Just so you know, my financial statements are phenomenal. They are actually less in terms of the numbers used than the actual net worth. The actual net worth is substantially more. No bank was affected, no bank was hurt. They don't even know why they have to be involved. And they've so testified. They can't believe that they're involved, because they were paid back on time, there were no defaults, there were no problems.
So if the banks aren't bringing an action and they're the ones who, would be if there was actual fraud here, I mean, what do you make of that? And the fact the judge is allowing this to proceed. A judge, is he a real estate developer now? Is he an expert? And also the disclaimers, Pam, that were front and center on all of these documents here, on all of these things that now Trump and his legal team have to put forward in a court.
To Bianca, exactly. It shouldn't be proceeding. And the laws in New York are very different than most states, because you don't have to prove that he intentionally planned on defrauding anyone. You don't have to prove that anyone lost money. Yet they're wasting their time going after him, saying he inflated these assets or lessened the value of them at times, going after him because they want him to pay a massive fine. It's something like $250 million in a fine. And you know where he should be right now? On the campaign trail. He's running for president. This is the ultimate election interference. Yet he's having to sit in a courtroom today to defend himself and to keep his net worth, which helps him run for president of the United States. It's really remarkable, unbelievable what they're doing to him. They won't get away with it in the long-term run, Bianca, but that's not their goal. Their goal is to stop him right now, and that's what they're doing. And, this judge, to take it a step further, they never let cameras in these courtrooms in there, yet the judge lets cameras freely come into the courtroom. He takes his glasses off and he poses for the camera.
He was smiling, yeah.
I've never seen anything like that in my career. He wanted to get a great shot of himself. And then I've never seen anything like that. That's all I can say.
But I have about 30 seconds, Pam. Besides the appeal, which will take, as you lay out, months, maybe years. I mean, they rushed this trial. What else could happen? Could there be a bar complaint against AG James? I mean, anything?
Oh, absolutely. There will be multiple bar complaints against her and others. I am certain of that. And, this isn't the only way they're going after him. This is a concerted effort, of course. We know they're going after him in Florida. They're going after him in Georgia. And, this morning on the news, I saw there's a child missing, abducted in upstate New York. A child abducted, a 12-year-old off a bicycle. Yet she's sitting here going after Donald Trump. All her resources should be focused on saving that little girl's life right now. I've never seen anything like this in my career.
I'm glad you pointed that out. We have more on the Amber Alert for that young child. And as a former attorney general in Florida, you know how to carry out the law and when it is being not carried out in the way that is fitting for the people she represents. Pam Bondi, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Bianca.
Thank you.